guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Tom Macdonald as he's dropped a new song just now, and I'm here for it for once. The song is called In God We Trust. Now he's doing this collaboration with Rockafeller, obviously is a significant other half, with Adam Calhoun, who he's done the whole Brave album for. Cannot wait for that album to come. I've ordered it. And somebody called Jennings. I don't know who that is, but I'm looking forward to it because Tom said in one of his podcasts or streams that he only works with people he regards as family, so obviously I reckon the chemistry will be there, whoever it is. Anyway, before we jump into this reaction, if you do actually like my videos, then please consider it and like and subscribe, and the link to this one will be down in the description for anyone who wants to check it out by themselves. Right, let's get into it. So, In God We Trust, Tom Macdonald, Adam Calhoun, Jennings, and Rockafeller. They look like they're on one of these little Skype type things where they're all in their own houses with obviously people in different parts of the country. Shut up. Let's go.
They separate us from our neighbors and they call it social distancing. It's actually a bigger plan. It's called social conditioning. They took away our privacy. There's always someone listening. The elections planning riots for the citizens. The government has always lied, it's history repeating. But the problem is the schools dumb you down so you believe them. If you try to speak the truth inside a tweet, then they delete it. Whole administration Satanists who claim they praise in Jesus every...
Oh, okay. He's going all in on the government, and this time he's talking about the... all this alienating stuff that did through like coronavirus, making social distancing, making social conditioning and stuff like that. But then they soften the blow by teaching it through your kids in school, so that you know it doesn't sound as bad as it actually is what the governments are doing. So he's saying it's nothing new. It's nothing new what the government are doing, etc. So again, another political one. We do like his political ones because they do send a very, very real message to the normal people like us lot. Anyway, let's continue.
Always lied, it's history repeating. But the problem is the schools dumb you down so you believe them. If you try to speak the truth inside a tweet, then they delete it. Whole administration Satanists who claim they praise in Jesus. Every year there's a new name for enemies that we're facing. It's Al-Qaeda, then ISIS, and now American patriots.
Yeah, loads of different enemies, like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, and then obviously now it's people in their own country, Americans. I think he's talking about he's going on about cancel culture, about the censoring and stuff, and now he's talking about there's always somebody else to fight. There's always somebody else, no matter who it is, and if they can't find someone else to fight in a different country, it's the ones who's in your own country who they want to fight against. That's what I feel like he's saying here.
There's a new name for enemies that we're facing. It's Al-Qaeda, then ISIS, and now American patriots. Who would have thought those who love the country the most would be hated on by folks who call America home? Both political parties are equally just as evil. They've been working for themselves, don't give a damn about the people. Black, white, yellow, brown, humanity needs you. Cause united we stand, divided they will defeat you.
That's a similar message as what's the song where he says, I think it's brainwashed. Similar message was, you know, if we all stand together, you know, they make you fight with your neighbours because it's called situational divide. He says in that other song, and it's that again. And it's that message where united, if we do all end up being united and not being like this side, this colour, that religion, that belief, whatever, then you know we stand a better chance of not taking this shit from the governments and the people from the higher powers. It's a very, very real message again from Tom.
Just as evil, they've been working for themselves, don't give a damn about the people. Black, white, yellow, brown, humanity needs you. Cause united we stand, divided they will defeat you. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Pray to God because he's the only person you can trust. So he's, you know, the message about the people in the news are lying to you. The man on the news is lying to you, because I know there's lots of... I mean, I do think it's funny that suddenly coronavirus is not a thing. There's still reports about it every now and again, but suddenly you don't have to have a mask on. You don't have to do... Everything's back to normal. And then suddenly some big news happens, like, obviously, I mean, a very real message that Russia are attacking Ukraine, and then that's all over the news now. Coronavirus is gone. Do you know what I mean? Then the next big thing for the news, and that's basically what they're saying. There'll be something else next week or something else next month, and then in about a year, 2 years time, there'd be no such thing as coronavirus. It was just a cold. You know what I mean? And then that's. I understand what they say about the media here.
Who to believe, so in God we trust.
Y'all missing what was written in them pages. That was history they wrote, now you wanna change it. You racist, you hate this. Why you want us all to be locked up in cages? I can't stand the left, everything they say's depressing. Ship them to the Middle East, they can learn oppression. Believe me, I mean this quite literal. I love liberty, but I liberals. Wear a mask, stay home, complain and moan. Talk about privilege on your phone in your Range Rover, Starbucks, mango, foo-foo, whatever. The cloth I'm cut from can handle any weather. You just paper in the rain, we ain't the same. Stand for the flag, only kneel when I pray. I just pray we go back to the old days, land of the free, home of the brave.
Now he's promoting the liberty, but doesn't like libertines. I can't remember what he said now. And he's talking about, as far as Tom has gone about the news, this guy's talking about the freedom of yourself and the fact that the only person I'll kneel to is God. I won't kneel to some constituents. I won't kneel to some fucking higher power, or if somebody tells me to, it'll be because I want to do it on my own terms, with my own thing. So yeah, another side of this spectrum of this fuck the government stuff.
Paper in the rain, we ain't the same. Stand for the flag, only kneel when I pray. I just pray we go back to the old days, land of the free, home of the brave.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Is he talking about just himself there, Tom Macdonald, saying the man on the news saying it's me who's the problem? But I'm just a little guy, a little person with a big American dreams. But the fact that everyone's saying, like, you need to cancel Tom Macdonald is saying too many things, is because he's anti-fucking whatever. He's anti-government. He's anti- being told what to do by dictators and what have you. You know, and they come across as not dictators. That's probably the wrong word to use, but you know what I'm saying.
I see through all the illusions, refuse to humor rumors or accept that we're losing. Easy to get caught up, consumed by the consumer. Truth is so diluted, people starve off the confusion. Comfort is the killer, your dreams execution. Cool with persecution if I make a contribution. Home of the brave look like a mental institution, and there will be revolution if we can't find resolution. And a threat is a promise, stand up, pay homage. They tell lies, I'm being honest, test the time is upon us. I know that God got us, so I'm fighting in his honor. Hear the cries of the crusaders as we're strapping up our armor. Either set a higher.
Oh, this guy's talking about oppression and stuff, and the fact that people, whatever you do that's positive or against them, gets squashed straight away, and anything else to do with that. He wants the confusion he talks about, the fact that there's so many different contrasting stories from different people, different politicians, different walks of life, creed, colour, religion, all people telling you different things from different sides. Everyone's confused, no one knows their ass from their elbow, and that's why everything is not what's the word? Everything in society is not, I can't think of a word. It's not balanced. It's not balanced. Everyone's got a different point of view. Everyone's got a different opinion. And then the fact that there's loads of confusion is that it causes arguments. And then sometimes them arguments bleed over into more than they escalate into like wars or personal struggles or people smashing up fucking shops and stuff like that. Well, just as an instance that I think that's what they're talking about now. Why can't we all just fucking get along?
Pay homage, they tell lies, I'm being honest. Test the time is upon us. I know that God got us, so I'm fighting in his honor. Hear the cries of the crusaders as we're strapping up our armor. You set a higher ground and drown in a drama. If I die for what I love, then my death will be nirvana. We fighting for our freedom, don't believe what they've been feeding. Be the change you want to see, the warrior that we're needing.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
We don't
trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, do you have that to offer? We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, do you have that to offer? We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers.
Right, it's the life that was promised by our fathers, which means they did things and so that we didn't have to, the next generation didn't have to, and they say your life will be better because we did this. Depending on what it is, it's a massive spectrum. That there's loads of people fought for the countries, done this, that, and the other to make it a better life for the next generation, and then now we feel like we're the ones who's fighting for the next generation. It's a knock-on effect, isn't it?
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
And if you can't believe anybody and you can't trust nobody, then put the faith in what you think you should like to God, basically. Because, you know, everyone can lie, everyone can bullshit, everyone can try and cancel you, etc. But again, this was another one of them songs that's speaking out the truth about what's happening in reality, not what the made-up reality that people are telling you in the media, in fucking social media, on, you know, people on the word on the street and stuff. You make your own mind up. Exactly is what he's saying there. But, you know, don't sit there and say that's right, this is right, this is right, because everyone's fucking lying. Everyone's lying, so nobody knows. So you form your own opinion. What a great song! A very, very chilled out song. Actually, it wasn't aggressive like I was expecting it to be with some of the other stuff that's been out recently. But I mean, still an absolutely brilliant song and a great chorus. Anyway, if you like my videos, then please hit like and subscribe, and I'll just see you on the next one.